YouTube, welcome back to a new series on the channel, Cities Skylines 2. Today we're going to start a new game and we are going to get into Tampere. Let me tell you a little bit about my plan for this series, and we're going to change this to North American. So let me tell you a little bit about my plan for this series before we start. My plan for this series is to make a Canadian, specifically Canadian style city with satellite cities. The main city will be here, and we can't see it, but back this way we'll have a satellite city on the lake, and then over this way we'll have like a port city thing, and we'll hopefully be able to have a way to get ships to the main part of the city too. I can't remember if they can fit through there or not, but anyway, we'll figure that out later. We're going to start small and we're going to grow bigger. I'll tell you more about that part of the plan once we get in there, but for this part I want to tell you that we're going to call it Sheerbrooke, because I was thinking heavily about what I wanted to name this series, or this city in the greater region, and Barrett's Privateers came on something. It was an advertisement or something, and I wish I was in Sheerbrooke now, and that answered my question. So that's going to be the name of this series, Sheerbrooke, and that's going to be in Halifax Regional Municipality. That is, I think that's true to real life. Sheerbrooke might be in Guysborough County, but we'll pretend that this is what's going on here. Yeah, so Sheerbrooke will be the main city here, and like I said, we'll talk about the satellites once we can actually see the land, and I'm going to actually take you into Google Maps and show you a couple different cities from around Atlantic Canada that I plan on doing this after. But first, let's get in there and we'll just have a quick look, and then we'll start laying some stuff down. Okay, so in this map, this is what you start with, and I haven't told you this yet, but I've already done this 3 times. I did it once a couple hours ago, and OBS decided that it would change my microphone, so I didn't have a microphone. And then the time before that, I didn't like how it turned out, so I decided to do it again today, and yeah, that's kind of where we are. Not a huge deal, but if we could, it'd be nice to get it done right this time. But now, because I've done this a couple times, I know what to expect. So what we're going to do is we are going to immediately do some landscaping. So I like this height right here, I think. Let me see what this does down here. Yeah, I like that height for basically this whole peninsula. So that's what we're gonna do. A little bit of map shifting to begin with. We'll pretend like they made a whole bunch of money fishing or something. They sold a fish enterprise or something crazy. So what we're going to do is we are going to follow this curve line here. We'll flatten that out, and I also want to do this. It's all good. Can we flatten this out a bit? That works. So yeah, I want to have a ridge there if I can. Can I make this smaller? That should work. No, I need to do this. Gotta be careful doing this. You can ruin the water source really fast. Just come along and go slow if you're gonna do this. Or just, probably a better option is just to not do it at all. I've done it a couple times now, so I know what I'm up against. One of the times I completely ruined this little stream. I ended up fixing it, but... Okay, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the brush size up to 100. And we're going to look here. So this is the top of the hill, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to slope up to it from a couple different directions. And that should work. Let's see how that looks. That's pretty good. We should have no problem building that. Now just one more thing. you guys, and this might be controversial, but that's okay. I'm okay with controversial. We'll kind of try to make this make sense. Sometimes you see stuff like this. With, you know, a hill with a pretty decent grade right at the start. Yeah, I think I like that. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect. And that's going to be the bones. We'll leave the rest of it. Awesome. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about my plan. So immediately, you'll see, if I open up the air pollution here, that the air is going this way. So we want to build our industrial, at least for the beginning, over in this little corner of the map here, so it doesn't affect our citizens. We're going to grid this peninsula right here, and that's going to be our residential. And we're going to look at a spot on the map that has a peninsula very similar to this. If you know what I'm talking about before we get to it, let me know in the comments. And then after that, we're going to split this road into two one-way collectors and send it up this way, with the inevitability of it turning away from this hill and going down towards this highway. I think we're eventually going to change this highway to, what we might do with it is we might send it right into the mountain right here, like Taiwan style basically, and run it, and maybe ground it over here somewhere and send it this way. Maybe even, yeah, because cities did this in like the 60s and the 70s. I mean, they didn't build through a mountain, but they split communities in half, so it might hook up here and then send this way. We'll see what happens. But then after that, we're going to build some sort of city over here, I think. I haven't had a good look at the terrain over here, but it looks, you know, manageable. Gloucester's on a hill very similar to this, isn't it? Boston has parts of it that are kind of similar to this. So we'll build a small community over here somewhere, probably with all these trees of the logging and fishing variety. Maybe even over here somewhere, we'll see. I don't know how ambitious I can get with the tile system and stuff. But then we're also going to build a community here. Right here. In this peninsula. Like maybe like we might try to take our cues from a place like Banff for this, I think. Will be the plan. We'll see if that comes together. It might be tough. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the beginner tips and tricks section of this. So, not really tips and tricks, but what I do. So we're going to focus primarily on roadway hierarchy to begin with. And actually we're going to use just, so basically neglect what I just said, because we have a plan for later to, actually here, we'll do this. So the plan is later to build a road pretty close to this railway. I don't know if here's close enough. Is that close enough? Is that straight enough? No, I really want it to go like this. And I might even want it to be a little bit, well, that's about as close as I want it, right there. But yeah, we don't have the tiles yet. So for now, we're going to build a 2-lane road, and we're going to put it, and this one is not going to cross the river, so we're going to start it, and we want to parallel the railway, if at all possible. And the good thing about this is you can do this now in this game. So something like this. Yeah, that worked out fine. And then what we're going to do, and we're going to have to change this after we get a tile, but we're going to turn this into a... Let's see if we can make this work on camera in real time. We'll do it live.
That is it for us today, and we will leave you with a... I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Right. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Do it live. Okay. Oh. I think I can live with that. Okay. Now, do I dare do this in parallel mode is the only thing. So I would have to increase the offset. Do I want them that far offset? Let's see here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so, alright. Do I trust this? Looks pretty good. Let's see how it works out. Unbelievable. I wish I could go back and show you the footage. Did I pick the wrong road? 2-lane. Yeah, I did. Okay, this shouldn't be a big deal. Hopefully. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Wow, that worked out really good. So now we'll just have an intersecting grid here. And it should work out pretty good, I think. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to... So right about here. We don't need to get too precise with this. But let's actually do this. Oh, no, hold up. First things first, we'll send it there. Perfect. Look at that. Almost like I planned that, dude. Look at that. Unreal. Maybe failing at this 3 times had its had its benefits. Okay. So now, if we can, let's see how... No way. I can't believe this is working out. I had so much trouble with that earlier, dude. I wish I could profess to you how much trouble I had. So now we have a basic long dog bone here with a little bit of a slight twist. And we're eventually going to change this, but for now that should hold traffic just fine. And then the next thing we've been doing on this build is going under here. Now sometimes this is cooperative, sometimes it isn't. We're going to do a simple curve. And with this road, the name of the game is really following. Okay, I'm actually going to be smart about this. My computer is struggling and we're not even simulating. Alright. Can we grab a height somewhere here? Maybe like this height? Yes. No, a little higher than that. Perfect. Go to here. Okay, that should be okay. Okay, I think that should work out. Let's see. Again, we'll try it live. Uh-oh. Computer didn't like that. Okay. There, we got it. It's actually one of the better times I've got it too. This is turning out pretty good. Okay. Do this, and then we'll have one big turn here. Kind of send it this way. Gotta get a kind of a look at the bigger picture here. And then we kind of just want to tee into this. Oh, that was lucky. I think we even got it at a 90, or close anyway. So now we'll run this along a little further, and I think we have lots of money. Yeah, we have tons of money. One thing about the start of this game is you really don't got to worry about road money anyway. So just coming along and doing some simple curves here. Sending the road the right way. One thing this game does very well is roads and curves. Okay, I think we're going to build this bridge as well. I don't know if I've told you yet, but we are going to build a bridge here. And I think what we're going to do is starting here. Oh wait, no. First things first. We'll build the grid here. Now, I have choices. Do I want to go straight? No, I'm gonna do it this way. No, I'm not. I'm such a wimp. We'll do it straight. Nice and boring. Okay. I know it's not perfect, but it's what I wanted. Okay. Now we want this to overlap, just like that. Oh no. This is not gonna work. Come on, baby. No. Why isn't it like that now? We're gonna do something a little different here. I gotta rethink this. Okay, now we'll do this. Now if I went 90 here, what does that look like? That's not too bad. Okay, let's do that. This isn't how I did it yet, but this should make it so the grid works anyway. And then we'll do some variation at the top or something maybe. Is this gonna work? It's better. It's not perfect. I guess I don't really want it to be perfect, so that's fine. Before I had it so there was a spot for some row homes here, but I might do it here instead, and that actually might work out okay. So maybe we'll do like triangular blocks here. No, not like that. Come on. Come on, bruh. Come on. Yes, like that. And then we'll go. Something like this. And we're just going to stop it right there. And we might hook into it once or twice, maybe. Yeah, we'll give them 2. That's all they're getting though. Okay. Now, one other thing we need to do here. What does this look like? Oh, that's actually not too bad. Okay, we might do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run a road right down here. Is that the middle? It's not. Is that the middle? I think so. That's close enough. That's perfect. Has anyone figured out what I'm modeling this after yet? It's not like a perfect model or anything, but if you know, I think if you knew where it was, you'd know what I'm talking about. Now I have another question too. Do I want to put a bridge across here? I wonder how long I've been filming too. Okay, so you know what? I think this is fine. We have room for most of everything that I'm going to want to put in. You know what? I meant for this to be a 4-lane road. Okay, good. That is exactly what I will do. How hard is this going to be? Oh, not too bad. Okay, perfect. So now we have a pretty good bone of collectors. I don't know if you've really followed it, but you know, this is serving as a collector. This is serving as a collector, which we will build our education centers off of to begin with. Our education campuses will be here, and maybe we'll just stick to a pedestrian crossing here. That might be kind of cool. A pedestrian bridge. I think that's exactly what we'll do. I might have a wraparound, because I'm not going to develop on the outside, at least over here, so might as well show you what I'm going to do. Something like this. Hopefully this will be enough to begin. No, not all of it. Just right here. Right here. And we'll put some row homes there too, I think. And we're going to put some row homes here for sure. Let's actually just... Oh, we can't do it up front, of course. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be kind of our starting little neighborhood. So let's put down... Our next thing we got to worry about is power. So not super important where we put it. I just know we want it over here. I wish we had unlocked that. So let's chuck a road. Maybe right here. Yeah, that's fine. Right here. And we will build a little power station. Should leave us enough room. Be careful you're not too close to the... And I know a small town wouldn't do this, but we're doing it. I don't want to deal with it. And I'm not sure how important this part is, but we're also going to put... where can I see this? A substation right here, because I think it looks cool beside the road there. Basically. Is most of the gist of it. Let's make it a little pad here. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's pretty fitting. In a small town you would see something like that. So I just think it kind of looks cool there. It kind of fits. And we'll do the unthinkable here too, and we will just run this right to there. Highly unrealistic, but that's fine. Now the next thing we got to deal with is water. So I found a good source of water. Oh wait, so this isn't going to be perfect. So we can just chuck this right here. Excellent. And so one thing that kind of sucks about this game so far, like I don't know how else to put it, you don't have an option to not put affluent out into the water when you first start, which is super annoying, dude. I don't want to do that. So there, we have sewer hooked up anyway. That's an odd connection. It is connected, right? Yep. Okay. So we have water, we have sewage, we have power. Now the next thing we need is to chuck a little bit of an industry down, and we have a little bit of room here. And like I said, we are going to change our road layout quite a bit. We're going to push this highway back. So can we actually do that now? Let's see. If we do this... Oh wait, do we have highways? We don't, do we? We got quite a ways to go there. Okay, we're going to hold off on that for a minute, because this should support everything that I want to support for the time being. And we're also just going to stick over here for the time being. We can build this though. So where do I want to put this? This might be a good spot for this, actually. Does it fit in there? It does. Perfect. It's a good spot for that. Might as well do this while we're here. Alright. Oh, we have this now too, so... And those will only be able to spawn one way, so that's good. And that should eat up most of that demand. So fill that right up. I don't know if those will build there or not, but we're still going to just hold off on this. So alright, I'm just going to let this run for a second. We'll see how it turns out. I'll move the mouse out of the way. Let's see if while we're here we can I change the name of this street? I'd like to call this one Water Street. I'd like to call this Middle Street. If you guys have any other street names, let me know. Myrtle Street, that's kind of a shout to a city planner place. So yeah, I like how this turned out. This turned out really well. Actually, it turned out really well even just compared to the last couple times that I did it. I really like how this looks. Okay, that makes me pretty happy. I could build that bridge here. I don't know that I want to. Let's just see what it looks like if we build Middle Street straight across here. How bad is that? It's actually pretty good. Oh wait, no. Hold up. But now that I know the height's gonna work. Is that right? Yes. Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. Okay, so one thing we could do here is we could put those wide sidewalks on this. Yeah, that's helpful. We're actually going to do that basically on this whole grid in here. Because we want this to be a walkable little spot. Someday, Myrtle Street might even get turned pedestrian, to be honest. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I got all these or not. Oh, do I have to choose which side? Oh, that sucks. I didn't know that. Some things about this game I just wonder about, dude. Like, if I want it, I just want them all. So I gotta click it twice. Okay, good to know. Okay, I think we got it all. We at least got it on one side here, but you'd want it on that side. It's okay. I don't mind taking a little time doing this, to be honest. It's a little bit of beautifying that we can really do right now. And I think that should cut it. Okay, great. Are we still running? No, we're not. Okay, so I want to build a cemetery, and we will do that up here. So if you look at the contour lines, this isn't perfectly flat. Where are they? I know they're in here. See, there's a slight hill up here which goes down to a flat. I mean, it's not too bad though. So I think what we'll do is we'll build it over here. And we are going to pretty rigidly follow a grid structure, at least in parts of this city. So let's build a bit of it out. I want some maximum density. No? Come on, dude. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't like that, but alright. And I'm not a huge fan of perfect, but I'd like for this to be, you know, close to perfect. Okay, now I think we should have room. So we are going to come in here, grab our cemetery, which is huge, by the way, and we'll put it right here. That should flatten out. Yep, that's a great spot for it. And we'll give it a second send right here. That's 90. Keep it at 90. And then what we're going to do is we are going to curve up here. We don't want to be... I don't know exactly where we're going to go from here, but we'll figure that out later. Okay, this is turning out really cool. I'm actually really liking this. If you can't tell, I'm not really much of a plan ahead, especially when it comes to like the layout of the city. That would feel stupid and planned if you asked me, so I like doing it like this. And since we have some demand, I don't really want to do much building over here, but we'll do this. What is it, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. And then we'll build some row houses close to the cemetery. That makes some sense. And we'll also go ahead and we'll build our dump here in a second too. And I think that's about where we'll end off. Okay, so the dump, we are going to kind of tuck back here. So what I want to do is, actually let's just run right beside this. Stop that. Why is that so annoyed with me? Smokes in the way. Okay, stop that. There. God, that was annoying. Okay. Perfect. I'm actually going to disconnect that and this. And I want to come right here. And up here. Perfect. Okay, so the dump, I want to stick right here. Oh no! Will it fit here? It will. Oh, it's so close. Let's see. Yeah, I can probably just make that work, honestly. Okay, so we want to go up here. Where's this hill at? So what we want to kind of do is hide it behind the hill. Perfect. Not quite perfect, but close enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend like they came here and they said we need to cover this up, and they found some money somewhere, I don't know where, somewhere, but they said it was a big enough project that they needed to build a wall of dirt here, turn it into a natural hill to hide the dump from the train. And I mean, you do see stuff like this in real life. You really do. In weird spots too. But anyway, I like how that turned out, and that should serve our needs for a while. So let's do this. Let's create a node here, because that was kind of the important part of this. And then we will come here, send that in. Cut that off. Perfect. That looks good. I like that. This is going to be very temporary anyway. It's really just where it's going for now. Maybe we'll incorporate this hill into something later and we'll say it was a landfill or something crazy. But yeah, this turned out really cool. Let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, it looks great. Really like how that turned out. And what you might see here is like a shop. Yeah, it makes sense. I think we're actually also going to do this. So are we already having trouble with the... I don't know if you guys know about this, but the game's having major land value problems. So it looks like we're getting quite a bit of demand for row houses already, but I think it'll be alright. It'll work out. Do a little bit there for now. That's fine. Okay, and before we hit the next milestone, we're gonna call it there. If you guys enjoyed the first episode of City Skylines 2 and you would like to see more of it, let me know in the comments, and let me know by giving me a like on the video, and maybe let me know what you'd like to see built or what you'd like to where you'd like to see this channel go. Oh, one more thing before we go. I'm going to show you guys a couple of cities that we're going to exit right out of here. So just give me a second, I'll be right with you back in Google Earth. Okay, so here we are in Google Earth. Let me show you right away where that peninsula looking city is. Give me... yeah, good luck finding this without this. Oh, was I wrong? Did I have the wrong city? Good thing I didn't say anything in the video, so we'll just pretend like I never said that. Good thing. If the other video had audio, I might have put that out without knowing this. So this is kind of what we're going to emulate on that little peninsula. It's crazy how it looks just like it. And there's even kind of a hill on the top here. I've never been to St. John. I really want to go to St. John. There's a hotel right here that looks like it would be pretty cool to stay at. Come on, baby. Yeah, cool looking spot. My parents are a little bit older. Not super old, but when they talk about St. John, they talk about it like it's the pit of hell. But I think it's really making a rebound these days, so what does their sign say here? Can't tell. That's fine. So this is certainly going to be one of our early influences for, maybe we'll even try to build this King Square and the Loyalist Burial Ground. I'll think about that. There's really not a whole lot of... the scaling in City Skyline 2 kind of sucks. But one other place that we're going to model a lot of this after is Churro. So kind of like a semi-gridded, semi-not gridded. I was just here yesterday in Victoria Park. Beautiful, beautiful park. If you ever have the chance to visit Nova Scotia and you're in the Halifax area and you have maybe like an extra day, I suggest coming here, figure out when the tide's coming in high, and come check out the tidal bore. It's right here. And yeah, there's basically a wave that comes up, a tidal wave. It's small, but it's kind of cool. But yeah, so we're going to be basing some of our building off of Churro, some off of New Glasgow up here. New Glasgow is a really undervalued Nova Scotia city. I'm not going to talk much about it, but if you're interested, check it out. It's got a cool history. I think Trenton had a mining disaster, I believe. It might not have been Trenton, it might have been somewhere else, but we're also going to draw influence from Sydney. Not the real Sydney, but the fake Sydney, which is a city that has historically had lots of industry, but has had lots of trouble in the recent past. I'm not sure if you're ready for what I'm about to show you. You're getting a preview with the name here, but Cape Breton has a big fiddle. Again, if you're in Nova Scotia and you have some time, come check this out too if you can. I know I realize it's like 4.5 hours outside of Halifax, but maybe even more than that, more like 6 really. But it's beautiful. I never noticed that blue house before. That's dope. And then of course, what I'm really hoping for to base a good chunk of the city off is this bad boy. Halifax, and specifically this part of Halifax right here. So we'll try to do something with, we're not going to be able to do the waterfront or anything, but we'll figure something out. We'll do maybe a public gardens or maybe a grand cemetery somewhere with a surrounding park or something. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Maybe we'll do a hospital complex of some sort. We could try for a port. Might be a cool build. But yeah, there's lots of avenues we could go. So let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed today's video, let me know. And like and subscribe, and we'll catch you soon. Thanks again. See you then.